Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and to a new week of budgeting and tracking our expenses. How are y'all doing this week? How's your month going? Mine's pretty decent. We've been dealing with some sickness with my kids, but overall we're doing pretty good, and I can't believe that this month is pretty much over with. Very soon we'll be setting up a March budget and closing out this one. But let's get on into this to see how we did. This week, we will be tracking expenses for the 16th through the 22nd, and we'll also probably be doing a small cash stuffing. So, on the 16th, I gave my husband his $50 for his gas, and on the 20th, I got $50 worth of gas. Now, I also normally spend $45 more, but I had that left over to start off this next week. So I'm just going to roll that over at the end of the month here. If I have some left, I don't know if I will leave it there or maybe put it in another category. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. But that's all the gas we got for that time period. Next, we have unbudgeted. And let's see, on the 18th, let's see here, 18th, my husband took 2 of our kids to Chick-fil-A while I went to the movies with the other 2. And he just swiped his card there because I had the cash envelopes and our other card. And then on the 20th, we just got a drink and a cup of ice. I don't even remember where, but anyways. So that was a little more than usual, but that was just covered with our buffer. Subscriptions, we did have 2 subscriptions clear the bank there. Grocery, I had the 16th, $29. The 18th, $8 at Walmart. The 19th, I had 36. The 21st, I had 3. And then on the 22nd, and I'm actually out of my little expense trackers here. I need to print some more off. But I had, and I'm just going to write it in. Let's see, Walmart, 181. So, that is going to make it look like I spent a lot of money on groceries this week. But if you look right here, this is the very last day. Here we just kind of did, fill-in orders, and, it was just really busy. I didn't have time to make my big order. So on this day, I made my big grocery order, and technically, it's not for this week. It's going to be for the next week. It's when this food and these meals. So even though it's going to look like I spent the majority of our budget here, it's really going to carry us through the end of the month. So I'm not going to be worried about that. Okay, eating out, 16th. Seems like we always go out to eat on the Thursday. So we had $50 there. Spending, I just give my husband every Thursday $10 for the vending machine, so he won't be tempted to swipe his debit card. And I do not think we had any miscellaneous expenses. So that is where we spent money. Did we have any no spend days? Looks like we did actually have one. So the 17th was a no spend day. Tuesday we only spent $3, so that wasn't so bad. Okay, now let's flip over and I'm just going to do one video with my expense tracking, my weekly check-in, and a small cash stuffing instead of breaking it up this week. We've just been really busy and everybody's been sick, so I'm just running a little behind here. So I'm just going to do this all together. Okay, let me get my calculator. And let's see, for gas, I just had those 2, my husband's 50 and my 50, so I spent 100. And last week I had remaining 290, so now I have 190 left. So we're definitely good there for that last week. Grocery, let's see what it says we spent for groceries. $629, 8, 36, 3, 181. So we spent $257. So last week we had $343 minus $257. Says we have $86 left to spend. Okay, eating out, we just spent the $50. We had $100 last week, so we're left with $50 for the next week. We had no miscellaneous, and then unbudgeted, we had $25 and $5.59, $30.59. So that's a little more than what I would like, but we did have the money to cover it in our buffer. And, which I guess I probably need to build that up a little more before we use it anymore. But, it was just kind of a, unusual time where my husband had the 2 kids, I had the other 2, so he needed to swipe his card. No big deal. So that is, the end of our weekly check-in. We will have one more week, or one more video to do the 23rd through, I'll probably carry it through the 1st. I'll also have a video setting up our March budget, but while I'm just going to make one big video here and just do everything, I'm going to go ahead and plan out check number 4 and do a small cash stuffing. So for that, check number 4 was $573.31. So the checks just keep getting smaller and smaller as we go through the month here. But the thing was, my husband had to come home early one day, and I can't remember why, but anyways, he asked for them to, do PTO for that, and I guess they did not. So he just got a half a day and no pay, which meant he was short about $50. So, but I did get paid $58 from Etsy, so that kind of brought us back up to where we're supposed to be. So everybody that made an order, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I had 2 people buy the 100 envelope challenge boxes, which are really fun. They are currently sold out in my Etsy shop, but I am ordering the supplies to restock them, and I'm going to change them up and with some new envelope patterns, more options for fonts to go on the lid of the box, so they're more personalized and customized. So be on the lookout for that if you're still wanting to get a 100 envelope challenge box. They should be up within the next week or so. So if we add that up, we get $631.31. Write that in the right spot. So that Etsy money did bring us where we're pretty much dealing with the same amount from last week. So a lot of this is going to be the same. We're going to do $161.25 for our mortgage. So that should mean that, we have the full amount here. And if we check that times 4, $645. So we have, enough for our mortgage. So this should fully fund most of our bills here. And we'll be ready to pay them the 1st of March. So we'll put 15 here. $14.25 here, $15.50 for subscriptions, $51.25, $37.50, 8, and let's see. Let's add up and see what that is. $161.25 plus 15, $14.25, $15.50, $51.25. $37.50, 8, $302.70. Did I do that right? Let's make sure. $161.25, 15, $14.25, $15.50, $51.25, $37.58. All right, $302.75, which means I can put $145 in our gas budget. Let's subtract this from our total and see what we have left. So $447.75 we're left with 183.56. So I'm going to put 170 here. 11 in taxes. When I add all this up, I have $2.56 left in my buffer, and we'll add that up to make sure we're doing it right. So, or we'll subtract it to make sure we use it all. 15, 14, 25, 15, 50, 51, 25, 37, 50, 8, 145, 170, 11. So we're left with the 256. So let's just go ahead and do a quick cash stuffing. Okay, let me get all this together and we will count it and see what we got here. 100, 150, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 320, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 326. So here's our month ahead binder. We're not doing eating out. We are doing gas. My husband gets 50 and I get 50 one time and 45 the next. And that's just because I drive a huge SUV and I pretty much, you know, a mom taxi between therapy appointments and going to 3 or 4 different schools and doctors. I'm just in the road a lot, so I use a lot of gas. Groceries, we said, was getting 170, so we have 1, 20, 40, 60. I have to see if I have change here. So let's see if we can make change. So we have 1, 20, 40, 60, 70. And then no miscellaneous, no spending, and taxes gets 11. Okay, so that is it for this week. We tracked our expenses, we did a weekly check-in, our 4th paycheck, and a cash stuffing. I will also have a video coming out closing out this and setting up March. Then I will have, and in that one I guess I'll also do the last weekly check-in of February. And then we'll all be ready to set up March and see how that month goes. We'll have our first paycheck on what, the 2nd there's that Thursday. So be on the lookout for that coming up. I apologize if this video was kind of all over the place. I was just behind and I really just wanted to get it all done in one video. So if you sat through this, you know, whole video of me rambling and trying to figure out my mess here, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you and your time. If you enjoyed this, I would really love for you to subscribe, hit the like button, the notification bell, so you'll see all the new videos I have coming out. And until next time, I hope y'all have a great week. Bye.